In this video, we'll be exploring 15 countries where tourists often feel like walking wallets. From stunning landscapes to rich cultures, these destinations attract millions of visitors each year, but they can also come with hefty price tags. Join us as we dive into the experiences and costs that can leave travelers feeling like they're more of a target for tourism revenue than exploring the local scene. Let's kick things off with our first destination, Thailand. 1. Thailand. Thailand is a dream for many travelers, yet it's also one of the most obvious places where tourists feel like walking wallets. In bustling Bangkok, street food for locals might cost just 50 baht, but vendors often double or triple the price for foreigners. Attractions like the Grand Palace charge non-residents 10 times more than Thais, and even tuk-tuk rides mysteriously rise in price if you're not a local. According to a 2023 survey, 70% of visitors reported feeling overcharged at least once during their stay. These price differences aren't subtle, they're everywhere from taxi rides to temple tickets. Many tourists have shared stories of being led to overpriced souvenir shops as part of special tours. The constant feeling of being seen as a source of income can be exhausting. Despite the incredible food and beaches, these wallet-draining tactics are hard to ignore. 2. Italy. Italy's romantic streets and iconic landmarks come with a hefty tourist price tag, especially in hotspots like Venice, Florence, and Rome. A simple espresso can cost up to 3 times more in the Piazza San Marco than in a local neighborhood cafe. Museums, galleries, and even church visits often have inflated entrance fees for non-residents, and guided tours regularly push the price well above what locals pay for similar experiences. Research from late 2024 shows visitors spend about 30% more than Italians on food, drinks, and attractions. Many travelers feel they're being charged for the privilege of simply being there. Prices in high-traffic areas are rarely negotiable, and tourist menus are infamous for their markups. The frustration can build quickly when you realize a pizza in Naples costs half as much as the same meal in Rome's tourist district. For many, this leaves a bittersweet aftertaste to their Italian adventure. 3. France. France, and Paris in particular, has long been known for its expensive tourist traps. The Eiffel Tower, for example, charges a steep fee to ride the elevator, something many locals never do. A meal at a cafe in Montmartre or near Notre Dame can set tourists back over €50, while Parisians can dine well elsewhere for half the price. A 2023 study found 65% of tourists felt they were overcharged during their time in France. Even small purchases like bottled water or a croissant can cost more in areas crowded with visitors. Guided tours for the Louvre and Versailles are often priced much higher for non-French speakers. Many travelers leave feeling they paid a premium simply for being tourists. The charm of Paris is undeniable, but so is the sting of the bill. 4. Mexico. Mexico's sunny beaches and lively cities are magnets for international travelers, but the cost of enjoying them can leave tourists feeling targeted. In hotspots like Cancun and Playa del Carmen, prices for taxis, meals, and excursions are often inflated by as much as 40% for foreigners, according to a 2023 survey. Locals pay less for the same services, whether it's a ferry ride to Isla Mujeres or street tacos in Tulum. Tourists are frequently quoted in US dollars rather than pesos, pushing prices even higher. Vendors in markets and souvenir shops often use aggressive bargaining tactics, assuming visitors will pay more. The difference is especially stark in popular resorts, where drinks and meals are often double the price found in local neighborhoods. Many travelers remark on the contrast between what they pay and what they see locals pay. Despite its beauty, Mexico's two-tier pricing system is hard to ignore. 5. Japan. Japan is famous for its hospitality, but it's also a place where tourists can find themselves paying a premium. Entry fees to temples, castles, and museums can cost tourists upwards of 1,000 yen, while residents often get discounts or free admission during special periods. A 2023 report highlighted that foreign visitors spend about 50% more than locals on attractions and dining. Even simple transportation costs can add up, with taxis in Tokyo known for surcharges late at night or during holidays. Many shops in tourist zones mark up traditional snacks and souvenirs, making the same items much cheaper in local markets. The language barrier sometimes leads to confusion and accidental overpayment. Tourists often feel obliged to try expensive, must-do experiences, like sushi omakase or themed cafes, that locals might avoid. The cost gap is real, and many leave feeling their wallets were a little too light. 6. Australia. Australia's breathtaking beaches and wildlife come at a high cost for visitors, with tourists often paying noticeably more than locals. In cities like Sydney and Melbourne, meals in tourist districts average $30, while locals know where to find cheaper eats. Attractions such as the Sydney Opera House or Great Barrier Reef tours charge steep entrance and participation fees, especially for non-Australians. According to a 2023 survey, tourists spend about 25% more on food and activities across the country compared to residents. Even public transportation fares are higher for those unfamiliar with discount cards used by locals. Souvenir prices in popular areas are consistently inflated, and travelers often report feeling nickel and dimed. The high cost of basic goods, like bottled water or sunscreen, can be shocking. For many, the financial strain overshadows the adventure down under. 7. Iceland. Iceland's otherworldly landscapes attract millions, but the island's high prices can leave visitors feeling drained. A simple meal in Reykjavik can cost over 3,000 Icelandic kroner, while locals enjoy access to more affordable dining spots. Accommodation, car rentals, and tours are marked up for tourists, who spend 60% more on average than Icelanders for similar experiences, according to 2023 data. The country's popularity has led to price surges in everything from Blue Lagoon entry tickets to basic groceries. Many visitors are surprised by additional fees for things like parking at national parks or using public restrooms. Locals often benefit from membership discounts or government subsidies, which foreigners can't access. Tourists are sometimes steered toward expensive guided tours for sites that are free to locals. Despite the stunning scenery, the cost can be overwhelming. 8. Greece. Greece's sun-soaked islands and ancient ruins are irresistible, but the cost for tourists is often much higher than for residents. In places like Santorini, Mykonos, and Athens, a simple meal or hotel room can be priced up to 30% higher for foreigners, as recent studies revealed. Taxis, ferry tickets, and admission to historical sites often have a tourist price, leaving visitors feeling exploited. Many restaurants in tourist hotspots add hidden fees for bread, water, or even cutlery, inflating the bill without warning. Locals know how to avoid these traps and pay much less for the same experiences. During peak summer, prices soar even higher, making it difficult for budget travelers. Tourists frequently report being guided to expensive shops or eateries by tour guides. The beauty of Greece is undeniable, but so is the feeling of being overcharged. 9. Spain. Spain's vibrant cities and stunning coastlines are a draw for many, but the tourist premium is evident in popular spots like Barcelona, Madrid, and Seville. Dining on Las Ramblas or near famous landmarks can cost 20% more than in local neighborhoods, recent surveys show. Tickets to attractions like the Sagrada Familia or Alhambra are often sold at higher rates for foreigners, and guided tours add even more to the bill. Street vendors and taxi drivers sometimes inflate prices or skip the meter for tourists. Many visitors note that tourist menus in restaurants are more expensive and offer lower quality than local fare. Even public transportation can be pricier if you don't know about resident-only passes. The feeling of being singled out for higher prices is common, especially in the busy summer months. Spain's charm is strong, but so is the sense of being a target for extra charges. 10. United Kingdom. The UK, and London especially, is a place where tourists quickly notice the cost difference. Meals in central London can easily exceed £15 per person, while locals use lunch deals and avoid tourist-heavy spots. Attractions like the London Eye or Tower of London charge premium rates, often with extra fees for fast-track access that locals rarely buy. A 2023 report found tourists spend about 30% more on experiences than UK residents. Black cab drivers sometimes take scenic routes for higher fares, and souvenir shops near major sites mark up prices. Many visitors are surprised by service charges automatically added to bills, something less common outside tourist zones. Even hotel rates are higher for those booking from abroad. While the UK's history and culture are rich, the financial hit can be just as memorable. 11. Singapore dazzles visitors with its futuristic skyline and vibrant food scene, but it's also known for high prices, especially in tourist districts. Popular restaurants in Marina Bay or Orchard Road routinely charge over $30 a meal, compared to much lower prices in local hawker centers. Entry to attractions like Gardens by the Bay or Universal Studios comes with a hefty tourist markup. A 2023 survey revealed tourists spend 25% more on average than locals for similar activities and services. Many visitors notice the rapid jump in price for taxis or rideshares when leaving tourist hotspots. Shopping for souvenirs in popular districts can also cost more, with locals knowing where to find bargains. The strict rules and fines can catch unaware tourists, adding to the expenses. For many travelers, the city's lightning pace is matched only by how fast their money disappears. 12. Switzerland's alpine beauty comes with some of the world's highest prices, and tourists feel it at every turn. A meal in Zurich or Lucerne can easily cost 25 Swiss francs or more, while locals find deals in less touristy neighborhoods. Train tickets for popular scenic routes, like the Glacier Express, are priced much higher for tourists, with discounts reserved for residents and long-stay visitors. According to a 2023 study, tourists spend 30% more than locals on food, transport, and attractions. Even buying chocolate or Swiss watches can cost more in airport shops than in local stores. The difference is even starker in ski resorts, where foreigners are charged premium rates for equipment rental and lessons. Many travelers are surprised by extra fees for things like tap water or table service. Switzerland's perfection comes at a steep price for those just passing through. 13. Norway's majestic fjords and northern lights are bucket list items, but the price tag shocks many tourists. A basic restaurant meal can cost over 300 Norwegian kroner, while locals know cheaper, off-the-beaten-path spots. Accommodations, tours, and transportation are routinely more expensive for foreigners, who spend 50% more than Norwegians on average, according to a 2023 report. Attractions like the Flam Railway or guided glacier hikes come with high fees, especially for those booking online from abroad. Alcohol and groceries are particularly expensive for tourists unfamiliar with local discount chains. Many visitors are surprised by the cost of simple comforts, like coffee or bottled water. The sheer beauty of Norway is undeniable, but so is the hit to your wallet. For most, every view comes with a price. 14. Canada's vast wilderness and multicultural cities are a draw for millions, but tourists often feel the cost difference compared to locals. Meals in tourist-heavy areas like Banff or Niagara Falls can cost upwards of $20 per person, while residents know where to find better value. Entrance fees for national parks and museums are often higher for foreigners, sometimes with added visitor taxes. A 2023 survey found tourists spend 25% more than locals on food and activities. Rental cars, excursions, and even convenience store items are marked up in popular regions. Many travelers are caught off guard by hidden fees, like parking permits or resort charges. In big cities, locals use apps and loyalty cards to save, while tourists pay full price. The friendly Canadian welcome is real, but so is the tourist premium. 15. Dubai's glitz and glamour come at a cost, especially for international visitors. Meals in popular restaurants can easily top 200 United Arab Emirates dirhams, and shopping in malls often means paying more than locals, who benefit from resident discounts. Major attractions like the Burj Khalifa or desert safaris have high entrance and package fees, with tourists spending 30% more on average, according to a 2023 survey. Taxis and rideshares sometimes increase prices for tourists, particularly from the airport or hotels. The abundance of luxury options can make even basic experiences expensive. Many visitors are surprised by additional charges for things like bottled water, tourist taxes, on hotel bills. Despite its reputation for hospitality, Dubai's tourist economy is built on making visitors spend big. The city's sparkle comes with a very real price tag.